Riot police have entered the province of Kosovo in Yugoslavia, but have not been able to quell the uprising. 3 people were shot dead, including 2 police officers, during violent demonstrations today. Heavily armed police used tear gas, clubs, and a water cannon to break up demonstrations in 9 towns. Ethnic Albanians in the province are protesting new rules which give Serbia greater control of the region.
The muddy, poverty-stricken town of Juricevac has become the center of the worst ethnic violence to hit Yugoslavia in 8 years. Not since the bloody riots of 1981 have there been such ugly clashes between the country's ethnic Albanians and Yugoslavian police. Then, as now, the conflict was Albanian nationalism versus Serbian rule. The focal point is Kosovo, an autonomous province of Serbia, the largest republic in Yugoslavia. Nearly 2 million ethnic Albanians live there. For years, they have tried to break away from Yugoslavia and join neighboring Albania, but the Serbian community is trying to stop them. The current violence was triggered last week, when the Kosovo Assembly voted for constitutional changes that would give mostly Christian Serbia greater control over the province. Serbia says the changes are necessary to stop ethnic Albanians from persecuting the 200,000 Serbs who live in the area. But the ethnic Albanians, mostly Muslim, are afraid the new measures will erode their national rights and trigger a Serbian crackdown. Now thousands of ethnic Albanians have taken to the streets to protest. In Juricevac and other towns in Kosovo, helmeted police and paramilitary units have been battling the angry Albanian rioters since last Thursday. 2 policemen have died so far in the skirmishes. Authorities say some 150 Albanians have been arrested already, most of them young people who vandalized public property and hurled stones at police. The police are using tear gas and batons to break up the protests. The provincial violence is but one problem facing Yugoslavia's new Prime Minister, Ante Markovic. The country's inflation rate is running at 340% and climbing. At least 15% of the country's workers are unemployed. In poverty-stricken Kosovo, 36% of the residents are out of work. Simon Vickery, CNN reporting.
Ethnic Albanians in the southern province of Kosovo have fought with police who have responded with gunfire and tear gas. Today, 2 police officers and a demonstrator were killed, and Kosovo was placed under a curfew. The demonstrators are protesting changes in their constitution, giving them less of a say in local government.
In province of Kosovo, a curfew is in effect after 2 police officers reportedly were killed in violent protests with ethnic Albanians. 8 people were injured in the 5th day of the worst rioting in 8 years. The Albanians are protesting a cutback in self-rule. Last Thursday, the Republic of Serbia, of which Kosovo is an autonomous province, amended its constitution to have more control over the region.
Today, where 12 people have been killed and a dusk-to-dawn curfew has been
have died and scores have been wounded in 6 days of demonstrations by ethnic Albanians who want more autonomy. The Albanians make up about 85% of the province's population.
About 500 ethnic Albanians stormed a police station today and were driven back by gunfire. The confrontation left a teenager dead and raised the death toll in 6 days of violence to 21. The unrest in southern Kosovo province is Yugoslavia's worst ethnic strife in 8 years. Tanks are on the move and soldiers have slapped a curfew in the province. Restrictions are being enforced by police in full riot gear with tear gas and automatic weapons. The riots were triggered by legislative moves to curb self-rule in the predominantly Albanian province.
To control the rioting in this province in southeastern Yugoslavia. Ethnic Albanians are protesting attempts by the Serbs to exert more control over that province. They've banned public gatherings of more than 3 people.
Albanians and police have led to the banning of all public gatherings. The Albanians protest an erosion of their power. The government recently put control of Kosovo province largely in the hands of Serbians. Police say rioting Albanians have fired at them from rooftops. Albanians say they have seized control of a power station and attacked a police depot in Zur. That's a few miles from the Albanian border.
Police used tear gas and heavy clubs to disperse thousands of stone-throwing demonstrators. Ethnic Albanians in one southern province are protesting constitutional changes that give more power to Serbian leaders. There were no reports of injuries or arrests in today's unrest.
Tear gas. The Information Ministry, 16 have now been killed in 2 days of rioting.
Meanwhile, ethnic Albanians are protesting constitutional changes, giving the Republic of Serbia more control of Kosovo. The fatality today brings the death toll, as we said, to now 16. Yugoslavian authorities have ordered security forces to use every lawful means to crush the protests. The Parliament of the Serbian Republic approved constitutional amendment that has sparked 5 days of rioting. Hundreds of rioting Albanians have attacked a police station in Yugoslavia's Kosovo province today. Belgrade Radio says one person was killed, 14 hurt in that incident. Ethnic Albanians are protesting constitutional changes giving the Republic of Serbia more control of Kosovo. Yugoslavian authorities have ordered security forces to use every lawful means to crush the protests, which have killed 16 over the past 2 days.